anyone here seriously suggesting that I would force a kiss on Charlie? Really, what kind of woman do you think I am?
Do you want us all to take turns, or should we just shout out at once?
At least I don't give naked massages. Charlie, if you think what we walked in on is innocent, I know someone who has a bridge to sell you.
Sweetheart, despite what David would have you believe, there is absolutely nothing going on between David and me.
Don't you call that nothing?
I am not exactly crazy about having a half-naked guy hanging around with his hands all over my wife, but no, I do trust you. Mm-hmm. And I hope that you know that I'm telling you the truth about Dorian and me.
Oh, I do, honey. I know that you are telling the truth.
Well, my duties as mayor are calling me. Excuse me, everyone. I'll see you, Charlie, back at the office. Pardonnez-moi.
I trust Charlie. I don't trust you farther than I can throw you, which is not very far. And I am warning you, lady, Charlie is my husband, and you cannot have him.
You see, Brody always thought that if I was to remember what Mitch tried to do to me, then everything else would just kind of fall into place.
I'm sure he was right.
And before I remembered, he told me. He didn't mean to. He was just really frustrated.
He must have been pretty desperate.
But I got really angry, Kelly. And I told him that I never wanted to see him again, and I really meant it. But then I went...
Sorry. You know what? I have to get this. Hey, I'll be right with you.
What? You work for me, Kramer.
Jessica, I don't think you need to worry about Brody anymore. When it's all said and done, it looks to me like you have a happy ending to your story.
I guess you're right. That's what's important, right?
Yeah, you bet. I guess I should see what your uncle wants.
Oh, I almost forgot. That's why I came here in the first place. I wanted to speak to Uncle Todd to see if I can get my reporter job back. Can you ask him if that's possible?
I don't have to ask him anything. Todd, Jessica's gonna work for us again.
She is?
She is.
Okay, great.
You can start tomorrow.
Thanks.
What's up?
Don't ever keep me on hold again.
Was it really that important?
If I have something to say, it's important. I need you to hold the presses. We've got a new angle on the Robert Ford story.
The ADA filled me in. My client is innocent. I want him released immediately.
No problem, Counselor. We just have to wrap up the paperwork and Marco will be free to go.
Thank you so much. Marco, I'll go see if I can speed this along.
Am I under arrest?
Lexi didn't do it. She was protecting me.
However, I can still hold her on obstruction of justice. Lucky for you, John's in a generous mood. He's not that interested in who didn't try to kill Ford. He'd rather figure out who did.
There's no indication Mr. Ford suffered any permanent brain damage, but he's still pretty weak.
There's no reason why he shouldn't be able to tell us what happened.
No medical reasons, no. But the mind responds to trauma in very different ways. Now, I can't promise that he'll be able to recall the events that led him here.
Thanks, Doc. Robert Ford, Detective McBain. Here to ask you a few questions.
This is so great of you.
Oh, it's no big deal, really.
No, I have to repay you for your trouble. I mean, you were heading somewhere.
No, don't worry about it. Seriously, I haven't even fixed the car yet.
Okay, well, at least let me borrow your cell phone.
Okay, sure. But if you didn't get signal, I probably don't either.
Well, I'm not making a call, actually. I'm gonna put in my number. This way you can call me if I can ever repay you a favor.
Thanks. Just slip it in my pocket.
All right. That should do it. Let's give it a try. All right, you can shut the hood.